This is international soccer celebrity Chris Doran, and you're listening to ACES Radio.
Hello, this is Columbus Crew Legend from 2014 to 2015, Manuel Pogatet. I heard there's some trouble in Columbus, but it's been solved by someone buying the crew or something. So, I heard the coach now is Caleb Porter, and that everything's really good, so I'm gonna celebrate the way they do in Austria with the nice Porter party. It's a Porter party, yeah, yeah, yeah. Porter party. It's a Porter party, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a party. Columbus party, yeah, yeah, yeah. Porter party. Yeah, yeah. It's a Columbus party. Columbus party, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a party. Columbus party, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a party. Columbus party, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a party. That's what I said, bitch. Go the winner of the games. His name is Ron Santos. It's a set if you nice. He's gonna go to the end with his game. Everybody knows that Higuain is the best in the game. When we gonna score the Columbus goes all day long. Nobody knows that I've got a gigantic. Whoa, that's wrong. Don't say that. Guess what? We're done here. Step back, get the chorus. Gonna come and fight back now. Porter party. It's a Porter party, yeah, yeah, yeah. Porter party. It's a Porter party, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a party. Columbus party, yeah, yeah, yeah. Porter party. Yeah, yeah. It's a Columbus party. Columbus party, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a party. Columbus party, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a party. Columbus party, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a party. That's what I said, bitch.
How about new?
Now, shall we begin?
You are now listening to an altogether less fashionable variety of soccer podcast. Broadcasting live from the capital city of Columbus, Ohio. Welcome to
ACES Radio.
I got the new wings with the Zima flavor sauce.
I've given this no thought whatsoever.
Hashtag probably riding cock.
They're in your face, they're a little different. I think it's super cool, I love them. Jamie, you ignorant slut.
Hold on to your butts.
Now, here are your hosts, Morgan Hughes, John Zadar, and Darby Schnarpus.
Oh, yeah, baby. Ignorant sluts, shitlords, and celebrity fans alike. If you're here, the sound of my voice, it's already too late. You're tuned in to the latest, the lamest, and possibly last episode of ACES Radio. It's a Buffalo Bills podcast only. Coming up tonight on the program, the losing streak is over, bitches. Cruisers FC pick up a win last night against the Los Angeles Galaxy. The panel will discuss cracking the code. Tonight it makes its triumphant return as we try to decipher what Tim Bezbachenko means when he uses words. Fanballs are backdraps and they're thrown about as liberally as ever. I welcome you back, my friend. I remind you that I've always said that Hector Jimenez is an offensive threat. Then on segment 2, the rarest of all rare treats as a celebrity guest, unlike any other, which we don't mean as a compliment, stops by the show. We had a guest, and then they canceled, and I thought I had another guest, and they canceled. So, sorry about that. On segment 3, we head live on Periscope for your hot takes, aka the battle for the grand prize, and sweet mother of God. A logjam at the top of the standings this week, fellas, as users A, B, C, D, E, F, and higher ballerina return to battle for hot take supremacy. Prediction scores, prediction updates, cruisers versus football crafts, hang on tour, the Ags Attack War, and so much fucking more. Brought to you as always by benevolent corporate overlord sponsors Blood and Urine, broadcasting live from the beautiful front room here at Endeavor Brewing Company. My name is the continuing champion Morgan Hughes, aka the #1 handsy boy. And I'm joined, as always, by Triple A, the absentee amateur artist himself, Captain Jean-Luc, the wet boy Zadar, and everyone's favorite ancient ruin, Darby, the 40-year-old man-child, Schnarfus. Fellas, mapaches, lads from different dads, brothers from different mothers, and amigos, de Guillermo. How in the hell have you been?
I can't believe you went through the effort to book 2 different guests
and you wouldn't wait 10 goddamn minutes for me to get my food.
I didn't know we were trying to wait. I wasn't really paying attention
I
to anything you were
respect
saying.
that he did that.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, to be fair, I ordered a buffalo chicken tender sandwich, which should take approximately 2 seconds.
yeah. That
They're
would be
like,
good.
There are people in
To
front of
be
you,
fair,
so it's going to be 15 minutes.
You work 2 minutes from here and you live 3 minutes from here. So why do you wait until 6:30 to eat your dinner?
Well, I had to go home, and I had to go lay in bed. And just,
You had to lay
So
in
you
bed.
made bad choices, is what it is. Okay.
no, why is laying in bed a bad choice?
What do you mean you
Well,
had to lay in bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, well...
To let his old skeleton reset.
yeah.
Like, it just has to settle, okay?
Kristen left work early. She was already in bed. Like, she was power napping. And
Jesus.
Is this
I'm
what
dragging
the
ass
elderly
today,
do?
too.
Huh?
You just go... Do you nap every day?
No, I don't nap, but, like, when I go home, I like to go and just, like, lay in bed and, like, you know, the cat's there and you're just kind of unwinding for the day. And then you get up and make dinner and shit. But, you know.
So weird.
It is. I think that's weird.
It's
too.
weird to be comfortable and relaxed.
Well, you like own a couch and
bed,
like
though,
furniture
yeah.
and things.
Yeah, why
like
don't you sit
that's
in the
what
living
that's
room?
for.
better.
It's just weird, Jobs. I mean, I kind of
Do
agree
you
with
lay
like,
around
get it,
all
like,
day? So
do
I don't
you,
think
like-
you have room
It's
to
true.
talk.
It's valid. It's valid. It's
Yeah.
valid.
Do you even leave the bed?
No.
Mostly to pee and
I try.
cry.
Well, I have a bucket.
He's got a bucket.
Yeah. No, it's Thursday, so there's another food truck here that's not two fat Indians.
Right.
So, like, I support your
Yeah.
decision.
Yeah.
Got to get that
This
good
is
food.
This is the food truck that they have the one sandwich where it's chicken tenders and
You're
pork
too late.
belly and ranch and then like cheese.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, it's so healthy. It's
I was
amazing.
gonna say,
want
that
that.
sounds like a heart attack.
Yeah.
I want that very much. Yeah, so sorry, everyone. We won't have a guest on segment 2. Short episode today. That's fine because I am dragging ass after last night. Dragging ass. I also went on a run today, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'll... Because, you know, when... Like, it's not like I run 10 miles, so, like, I want to, like... I don't want to end up too far away so that it takes me forever to walk home. So I was like...
Why would you walk home?
Well,
run half
Why don't
the
you
distance
run half
and
the
then
distance
go
and
back.
run the rest?
'Cause I
Like,
just
run
wanna-
the whole way.
My idea was I'm going to go until I'm just too tired to keep going, and then I'll just take a scooter home. Because I love riding scooters. They're the funnest.
Yeah, they are fun.
And so I get out there and I find a scooter. I'm on like Hudson and Summit, and I scan the QR code and it's like, oh yeah, you need to add credit. And I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Oh, it's because you use the green ones.
Yeah, and so I did
Just
that,
use the
but the
black
card I
ones.
used originally is it's expired, and I don't have my fucking. So I had to like walk like 2.5 miles home. Sucked balls. So I'm dragging ass. 2 pieces of housekeeping, lads. Before
Why
we
did you
get
take
into
an Uber at that point?
meat and potatoes? I thought about that, but I was sweaty and gross, and I didn't want to. Like,
That's the
somebody
best time
fire
to
up.
take an Uber.
Yeah.
I think that's what they signed up for.
Right.
First piece of housekeeping. Has Jossie's artist always had a mustache?
Yeah.
Has he?
I think
I mean,
so.
not constantly, but he has regularly had a mustache.
Okay, I just noticed it recently. It's a good ass mustache, and I just wanted to like tell him that I think that you're doing a great job.
I'm sure he's listening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jossie, I think you're doing a great facial hair job.
Yeah, everything I know about Jossie says
What made you
this
see-
is the kind of thing he would listen to.
Yeah.
Where did you see it?
I was watching the replay, and they had like a close up of him
okay.
at the beginning of the game. Like, is that? It's cool. It's like an Eddie Murphy mustache. I really, really, really dig
What's
it.
that mean?
It looks like an Eddie Murphy mustache from like the '80s. It's just a cool like
Isn't
80s.
that just a mustache though?
No, it's like,
Like
close.
that's just some, like people just don't have mustaches
So-
really anymore. So you're thinking of it as that, but
Maybe. You know how like there's this giant space where like the hair does not grow on my lip right above my lip, like here. You see that?
yes.
Yeah.
His grows.
Everybody's
the whole way.
does that,
No,
though.
but his grows
No,
all the
he's
way.
just,
to
he's
his
just
lip.
grown it out longer and it's down. Like
No,
if
no,
I didn't trim
Some people
mine,
have follicles like all the
That's
way
what I'm saying.
down.
He
oh,
does.
well, that's
He's one of
fucking
those.
weird.
And it's awesome. It's great. It's great. I
It's like the
that.
people who also like they don't have this missing part where it's just like it's,
below their lip.
Yeah.
Right.
Some people just grow hair everywhere on their face.
I'm someone who
you are the
does not
opposite
grow
of
it
that.
anywhere on my face. Second and last piece of housekeeping.
you've
David
got a good shadow going on right now.
Yeah, it looks like that.
And I feel like when I saw you a couple weeks ago, you had something that was not
Yeah,
bad.
Because he hadn't
Eh.
shaved for like a week at that
It,
point.
it gets real.
Well, I haven't shaved in
pederastery.
like a decade, Darby. That's how it works.
No, it gets real pederastery real quick. Second and last piece of housekeeping. David Guzman, who we got from the Timbers. We'll talk about this on Cracking the Code, but he's wearing number 9. Please, give me a fucking break. Midfielder wearing 9. No, suck my balls.
I mean,
you
the
take your
corpse
number
wasn't
5.
even cold.
That's
when
right.
He took that number.
You give that
What's
to
he
David
supposed to
Accam.
wear?
5. 5 is available. You take 5. David Accam takes 9. Call it a day. That's it.
David Accam's not a traditional number 9 either, though.
Yeah, but like Guzman definitely isn't.
Ain't nobody
Nobody got time for that.
Moving the fuck on. Cruisers FC taking on Los Angeles Galaxy of Anaheim last night, lads, at Crew Stadium. Formation, the familiar 4-2-3-1 with starters Zach Stefanet, Jimenez, Mensah, Sauro, and Francis across the back. Artur and Trapp in the middle. Darby's leaving to get his sandwich. Robinho, Higuain, and Sanch on the wings and attacking mid. Jossie Zardes up top, who is your boy, Sean. Subs, David Guzman, number 9, comes on for Higuain in the 74th. Patrick Mullins for Zardes in the 82nd, and Nico Hansen, so hot right now, for Sanch in the 87th. Cards, Jonathan Mensah picks up a yellow in the 61st for time wasting. Goals, Jossie Zardes gets us off the schneid in the 27th. Federico Higuain in the 53rd puts us up 2-0. Hector Jimenez, who I've always said is a legit offensive threat, puts us up 3-0, and in the 66th, Daniel Steris, whatever the fuck, for the Galaxy in the 87th, makes it a final of 3-1. John Zadar scoring droughts destroyed. The Crew in general first lead in 566 minutes. Jossie Zardes a 6-game scoring streak. What do you call it? Drought, yeah. And Hector Jimenez 106 games scoring drought.
I hadn't thought that he had scored for us before.
Yeah, he scored that one goal to tie DC late in like 2014. I think Trapp stole the ball like way on the other side of the field and then played like long ass ball to him, and he kind of curled it in. Huh. In any case, a lot of droughts destroyed. Are we turning a corner now, or is this a one-game aberration? Back to you.
I think it's just early MLS. You know, I feel like it's like this a lot every season. Teams are up and down, and you don't really know who's where. And I didn't realize that the Galaxy was like the second place in the league until last night when I was looking at standings, talking to people. And I don't really think that the Galaxy's that good. And I think you saw that last night as if you lock down and really control Ibrahimovic. I think that they struggle to create offensively. So they got that one goal at the end, which I think was just a defensive lapse. That dude was totally unmarked. I don't know. I think that was Robinho's man, maybe, but
totally unmarked.
Yeah. I thought the team looked pretty good. I don't know if it's just coincidence or if there's a little bit of more fire in their bellies now that they've seen that people are being moved and people are being added, and maybe everybody's job isn't as secure as they maybe thought that it was. I tweeted that last night. I said that they're playing as if their jobs are on the line, and maybe for some of them they are. I mean, Akam is a high caliber starting level player, and he's going to be challenging someone's spot. You could make the same case for this Guzman guy, who I didn't really know too terribly much about until we signed him, but he sounds like a really good player. Played for Costa Rica in the World Cup and all that stuff.
Will definitely be at least nothing else, if nothing else, a depth.
Yeah, right. I was shocked to see him already getting minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, was he on the team for like 24 hours even?
Yeah, but Porter clearly loves the guy.
Yes. No, yeah, and I get it. It's not typical that you see someone that you sign get onto the field that quickly. Usually they're at least. I mean, he probably did he even practice with us? Probably not.
No,
I think he had one day, right? Like he came on Monday, probably had Tuesday, and then he's.
It's just not usual that you see somebody get on the field that quickly, even if unless they're like really drastically needed. And you can make the argument that he wasn't.
Right.
But yeah.
Or if you've got like a target striker where it's just go in front of the goal.
Right. Your role is the same regardless of what team you're on, kind of situation. A goalie or something like that, yeah. I was pissed because I really wanted to pick us to win, and I let you guys' peer pressure in the text group get to me, and I did not.
Oh, when it was 2-0, I was just like, oh, this is going to be so great. I'm going to be so happy.
I wasn't actually worried because there was I thought that I was like, this game has at least one more goal in it. I don't know who's doing it, but I think there's at least one more goal in here.
Yeah. One thing I enjoyed seeing last night was a shitload of long balls from Zach Steffen, who we're not playing this, going direct drabs as opposed to doing this dink and dunk, playing out of the back, because LA was here to play the pressure game. What did you see last night? What was the difference?
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. You just saw a team that was clicking. The passes were a lot crisper and more aggressive than they usually were. It just seemed like one of those nights where everybody was in sync. Robinho was... I mean, there was a lot of interplay between Robinho and Higuain, and it was just
his name is Rob Show. Okay.
Rob Show.
Yeah.
Rob Show.
We've sort of talked lately about how, for better or for worse, Pedro has been the biggest offensive threat. In this game, he was probably the least impactful player, and the team was at its best.
Yeah.
And I do think that says something. He had he had some good moments, but he was kind of invisible. We were playing on that left side a lot, and when it was the right side, it was Hector doing his thing. And yeah, I don't know. It's just something clicked for everybody.
Well, let's talk about the actual goals since we don't have many of those to talk about recently. I'd like to talk about them because they felt nice. They felt nice in my genitals. It felt warm, Drabs. Jossie's Artis' goal, great cross from Rubinho, who is, like you said, very dangerous in the first half. Nice job from Jossie on finishing with that little redirect off his left foot. And with that, John, Pipa is your all-time leading assist man in club history. It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, they stretched the definition
Sure,
of an
I would.
assist.
Yeah,
with that pass.
I'm not sure I would say he deserved it.
It was like
off
maybe
that one, but
let's let him break the record at home.
yeah,
was
I
kinda
think that's
shocked
what
that
it
they
was.
gave
It
it to him.
was.
Yeah.
Oh, we can kind of finagle this into the celebrating right now, so let's do it. But yeah, I mean, it was a fine pass, fairly typical pass out to the streaking winger, and Rubinho has an inability to use his left foot for anything. It seems like, so he cut it inside and played a really, really immaculate cross, which was nice.
And there were a couple of times where they ran a very similar approach, and most of his passes coming back into the middle were really good.
Yeah, there were a couple times where the play got hung up because he didn't use his left foot, and that's just something to work on. But
He
it didn't end up mattering last night.
He is not afraid to shoot.
No,
Rubinho.
no, he's so quick too. That's what's nice is his need to cut in is not that big of a deal because he does it pretty efficiently.
It's going to be a shame when he's sitting on the bench when David Accam is starting on Saturday.
I mean, it's going to be a hard decision, like who to bring Accam in for and when, because I don't think you can bench Rubinho after this last game.
Maybe not.
Maybe you keep a short leash on him, but I think it's bad to mess with the chemistry of something that worked at least recently.
To be quite honest, that goal honestly probably was going to be a goal whether Giassi touched it or not. That ball was played so just perfectly into that far post that it would have just bounced and gone past that keeper.
Although the keeper had to, I think he got hosed because he knew it could go in, but he also had to defend it against Giassi, so he got stuck in the middle as to which way to go.
Second goal, Higuain, assist on the first, score the second. When he is on, he is still very much on. Great ball from Giassi to streaking Higuain, who just will hold down the, what do you call it, the turbo button?
Yeah.
I play video games.
Yeah, you're like, there's no way he's getting through all those defenders, and the next thing you know, he just beats everyone.
Yeah.
It was really good positioning on that first defender that approached him. He got his body between him and the ball and basically cut him out. Nothing you can do once the guy's in between you but foul him. And you're not going to foul him in that situation, so it was really nice. Smart play by a really veteran guy. So
last goal, Hector, great ball from Freddie Ballkicker to Hector. Plays it to Giassi, gets it back and buries the finish. A little bit of a redirect there, but it was exactly what Hector was trying to do. Good to see him score.
Did somebody touch that? I wasn't sure because it looked like he hit the ball
Came
inside
off
out.
The defender's
it was
stick.
a bad pass by Hector to Giassi.
Yeah, but I mean, when it came back to him, his shot.
It kind of curved off, like a little bit off that dude's foot, I think, or
his like thigh. He was lying on the ground or something. Yeah, it was a good goal. Good goal. Though.
It had the spin that it needed,
right bend,
so he hit it right. Yeah, I mean,
reminds me of myself a lot, John. And Save the Crew Pickup Soccer, whatever we call it, Rec League Soccer.
You still playing that?
Yes, we're bad. We're bad.
I thought the indoor was done.
No, we have one more this session, and then it's outdoor again. Even though he never made his way over the Nordac last night, it was great to have GBS back in the house that Lamar built. There was a feeling in that place last night. Somewhere between 13 and 14,000 people showed up on a Wednesday. That's our biggest Wednesday attendance number since Toronto back in, I believe, June of 2016. So it's been 3 years. We're trending upward. Just perfect weather too, by the way.
Oh my God, it was such a great night.
It was a great night. People were out there early tailgating for a Wednesday game. It was good. Even John Zadar was there, Drabs.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Shrek was out there tearing shit up.
Shrek was just screaming about things that we don't know about our own
You
democracy.
hit a cookie out of a girl's hand twice and kicked her.
Yeah.
That was great. That's the best part of my tailgate. That's
great with kids.
You literally assaulting a child.
And then I ate the cookie. She was really upset.
Yeah, she was pissed that you had knocked it on the ground, and then she was double pissed because you ate it
That's
instead
right.
of giving it to
What?
her.
She chose not to eat it. That sounds like it's her problem.
Yeah.
Like I always say, I hate kids and I'll kick them. You remember when I was always saying that? Moving on. Anybody else have any thoughts about last night?
It's good.
It was good. It was good. I think that we played more direct, and I hate that saying in soccer. Like playing direct just means kicking it further from the goal. But it was good to see. Let's
Playing
go around
in the middle of the field.
Yeah,
There was a lot less of I think the thing we've seen the last few weeks, which was like these weird kind of chip passes attempted over the top from like the middle third to the final third, which never seemed to work because there's 8 defenders and Giassi just like trying to get to it.
Standing there by himself.
Yeah, so we did a lot less of that, I felt like, last night.
We lost the possession battle and we won the shit out of the game.
Yeah, it was which is good because that's exactly what we're going to have to deal with again probably on Saturday.
Big opponent coming up. Best team in the league, and it's not even close. Let's go around the table, which is a Latin word for podcast host, and get our color impressions of the match out of the way. Drubs, before you put that French fry in your mouth.
All right, it's on hold.
It's ketchup and locked and loaded.
It's ready.
Sure is. Your color impression of the match, my friend.
My color impression is golden, like the beer that was flowing yesterday, and
beautiful. John, your color impression.
My color impression is yellow, like the cookie you kicked out of that little girl's hand.
Yellow like what? Yellow like that cookie you kicked out of a child's hand. It was delicious too. I made a big spectacle.
Kind of kick? Was this like a karate kick?
Well, the first one was a pure accident.
Yeah.
Well, I think they were both pure accidents.
They were.
But
Yeah.
the second one, he was like trying to do some sort of soccer move.
Yes.
And he really kicked the cookie out of her hand and like kicked her in the stomach. Like,
Yeah.
So she went
Was this
had to go
Izzy,
and
by the
sit.
way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not even a stranger child. You kicked a child who, like,
One that trusts and loves
Yeah.
you, and you
Yes.
broke the trust.
I sure did.
Well done.
And I went and made a big spectacle out of like eating the cookie that was on
Yeah,
the
you
ground,
did,
and
yeah.
there were rocks all over it. And I pretended I was like, "Oh no, this is fine." That was great. My color impression is the color. Where's that color?
Red, like the poop is you're gonna have when
Yeah.
you get those rocks out of you.
That's right. Black like the rocks from the
broken
parking
glass.
lot.
I'd be more worried about the broken glass in the parking lot.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, because we're out in
rocks.
the corner of where there's not there's a lot more just general shit.
It wasn't great. I did it in 2 bites too. So I did 1 bite and there were rocks all over it, and then I did another one.
You
and
took
there were
another
even
bite
more.
knowing there would be
Yes.
more rocks.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, you're committed. Though.
I
You're
was.
like, fuck it. I just ate a parking lot
Yeah.
cookie in front of a child.
And then she
I
went
have to finish it.
running across the parking lot through like lanes of traffic to get another cookie. I felt great. It was great. Drabs, what if I told you before you put that in your mouth that there's a cure for the scourge known as trying to eat while you're recording a
Isn't you
podcast?
goddamn interrupting me every time I try and eat?
That's right. They say the only cure for the scourge of eating and having John throw things at your mouth is knowledge.
And now,
Whoop-de-doo.
an ACES radio exclusive,
What does it all mean, Grandpa?
Cracking the Code. They say it.
Everything we do is for the city.
What?
We explain it.
Who we are is for the city.
You reap the benefits.
What? They speak English and what? What? English, motherfucker! Do you speak it? Yeah!
And it's all for Columbus.
For Columbus, indeed. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls alike, to another episode of Darby Eats a Chicken Sandwich during segment 1.
Darby, what are you doing? That isn't poop.
Sydney is super messy.
Is that like a buffalo chicken thing?
It is.
It looks spicy.
You're saying it's
Do you
super
want
messy,
some?
but I don't like see anything dripping.
Because we're not letting him eat. We're just asking him questions.
Oh yeah, lick the white stuff off your hand, Darby.
Gross. Back to you, Ralph.
Friends of the Roush Bell Show can save 10% on purchases over $25 using promo code. Get ready for this. Write it down. Super hard. Ralph.
Thanks, Ralph. Jesus Christ. This week's Cracking the Code clip comes to us from none other than Tim Bezbachenko. Jacob Myers, that's Jacob_Myers_25. Asked Bezbachenko this week, the transfer window, the early transfer window just closed, and And he asked Bezvichenko about adding a designated player, whether or not they're going to do that this year. So he puts his pocket recorder to Bezvichenko's face, and Bez has the following to say in 3, 2, 1.
It depends on the opportunities and the players that we're scouting in terms of whether or not the summer is when we're going to bring in a designated player. But it's something we're looking at. Hashtag YOLO swag 24/7 blaze. Let me dos you.
I was supposed to say, let me dose iguanas, but...
Is that what was it?
Dos higuano.
It depends on the opportunities. 4/7 blaze. Let me dos you.
What is this, massive report?
Oh my God. Roasted.
Oh, Cruisers FC, probably the most busy team in the early transfer window.
Haguayuing.
Dos higuano. Let's go through. Let's use this as a jumping off point to talk about the guys that came, the guys that left, and the guys that are about to come. So acquired $125,000 in TAM from Colorado in exchange for loaning Lawless Abubakar for the remainder of the 2019 season. That is, to me, the biggest shock. The one that I was like, what? They gave us $125,000 to have like our fifth best defender play for 2/3 of a season. Insane. We acquired David Acom from Philadelphia in exchange for $100,000 in TAM, $400,000 in GAM, and a 2019 international roster spot. We acquired $100,000 in GAM and a second-round pick in 2020 in the Super Draft from Atlanta in exchange for Justin Meerman. We acquired David Guzman from Portland in exchange for a 2019 international roster spot. And let's recap it real quick. In David Guzman, David Acom, $125,000 in TAM, $100,000 in GAM, and a 2020 second-round Super Draft pick. Out, Justin Merrim, 2 2019 international roster spots, 2019 Lawless Abubakar, and $100,000 in TAM, and $400,000 in GAM. John, go to you first. I wasn't expecting this much movement in the early window, the transfer window, but you gotta like David Acom. And David Guzman didn't look too bad on Wednesday. Your thoughts, my friend?
Yeah, I think we came out pretty well. I don't know what the actual money breakdown there is with TAM and GAM moving both in and out, but I don't know how much we actually ended up losing overall. But
about 300. We lost about 300 in GAM, and we gained about 25,000 in TAM.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's I think that's a pretty good.
And we're paying a little bit of Merrim's salary still.
Most.
Yeah.
We still have like $350,000 left, and they're paying like $150,000.
Oh, really?
Like yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think it's good. I think we got rid of two guys that we weren't really using. To be quite honest, we weren't using Abubakar at all. We weren't really using Merrim very much, and neither of them were providing anything. Hence, why we weren't using them. So, I'm fine with that. I think that the money balances out pretty well. I'm happy with the amount we spent. And then as far as the international roster spots, well, we had like 4 or 5 of those, and we're not using any of them. So
right, we still have one.
That's fine. Yeah, we'll need one, especially if we're going to sign a DP, because we're not going to find an American DP. Yeah. So we'll need at least one, but I have no problem with us offloading those extra ones if we're not planning to use them. And I didn't expect there to be any movement, let alone this much, but I'm not surprised considering how little they had. Little chance they had to do before the season, which is where these moves typically probably would have happened, was preseason, but they were just too busy and things happened so late and everything. So it's nice to see it happening, especially when the stretch of form leading up to this was bad.
Yeah,
I mean, whether that had any impact or not, they'll never admit. But
right,
one thing. So it wasn't in the. In the part that was in the pocket recorder. But Bez also mentioned that it was just within the past week, I think, that they hired a head of scouting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a position you need filled to do a good job of going out and finding talent to bring in, right? So,
mostly from outside of the league.
Right. I mean, so if we were looking for an international DP, we didn't really have the structure fully in place to do a good job of exploring our options, which may help explain why the moves we got in this window were mostly MLS based.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it certainly helps to have that guy. Yeah.
According to numbers that I found on the MLS subreddit, the Crew are currently sitting on a surplus of $1.95 million in allocation money.
That's post these transactions?
That is since January of 18. So
no, that's really old.
No, that's current since January of 18.
January of 18. It's May of 2019.
I know, but this is like a current graph.
Oh,
going back.
When, like some
to
of that
now.
money expires and shit. It all
does.
has like timestamps on it.
Maybe this is just a graph of
but when
in
you
versus
receive
out.
it, right,
Just as friends. So
yeah,
the money we just got isn't going to expire anytime soon.
I mean, presumably.
Assumingly, we would be spending the oldest money first, right?
I believe we still have money from Kai.
Figure. No,
Yeah.
we can't possibly.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's
'cause
been
I think
years.
I think it
No.
expires after like 2 years or something.
And we spend it. That's like what all the trades are about now.
Yeah.
It's Gam and Tam. So it's got to be.
Yeah,
I'm sure that money is
I mean,
gone.
we had a trade that was Tam for Gam, or vice versa. So.
Right.
I just think it was, we have a lot to look forward to, I believe, with Tim Bezwachenko. I mean, to get David Accam in here, like you said, John, these are inside of MLS moves, and to get a guy like David Accam, where if he can return to his 2017 form that he had for Chicago, that is a starting
just
caliber.
returned to that form like 3 weeks ago where he put
Yeah.
2 in on us. That'd be great.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's one of those moves where it just turns out he doesn't fit especially well in the Union system, but like he's not necessarily lost anything. He's shown flashes. They just decided they want to go another way.
That'd be really interesting to see how he's utilized. I'd be curious if he's really just going to be acting as a straight winger, or if we may see some sort of a formation shift to get him and Jassy on the field at the same time. So I feel like that's been a lot of Jassy's struggles this year, is that he just gets so crowded.
Yeah.
And no one's really been drawing attention away. Mm-hmm. So that'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah, totally. Justin Merrim, obviously somebody who's played almost more minutes for the Crew than anyone, with the exception of like a handful of Chad Marshalls and Brian McBrides, and that kind of group. What can we say about Justin? I don't think I'm the best person to talk about Justin Merrim's career in Columbus because of our history and how much we respect each other.
How much you love each other.
How much we respect each other as friends. Drabs, are you sad to see Justin Merriman leave?
I mean, this is a complicated thing. He did really good things for us in points of time for the team. And he's been roller coastery. He's been kind of mercurial. There are times when you look at him and you're like, he's locked in and he is all about it. And there's other times where it looked like he was pissed off and checked out. Personally, I wish nothing but the best for him. I literally will always remember that he was one of very few active players who tweeted #SaveTheCrew.
He sure did.
Apart from anything else, that did take balls, because that was at a time where we were thinking like, oh, somebody could crash their career by supporting this.
Yeah.
And he did it, and I respect that. And so regardless of your feelings about him as a player, appreciate what he did for the team and for the city. And I hope he does well in Atlanta, except when they play us, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm not sad to see him go. I wish things had worked out better in his return, because I think it had the opportunity to sort of rejuvenate him, and something just didn't click the second time around.
1 goal and 3 assists away from becoming a 40-40 man for the Black and Gold. Of course, the highlight for him was the 2017 season, where he had 13 goals and 7 assists. 13 was his career high for goals. He also had 13 assists in 2016. Definitely a guy that is in the running for maybe a best 11 all-time in a Crew jersey. I certainly wouldn't vote for that.
Fastest MLS goal in playoff MLS goal.
Yeah.
And one of the most memorable.
Yeah.
Also for Ethan Finley getting
you get 2
steamrolled.
wingers. I don't think Justin Merrim makes it.
I definitely don't think he does either.
I
Steve
don't know
Abreu
about
asked me. Steve Abreu on tour, of course, asked me on Twitter the other day. He said, "Would you rather have Justin return for a third stint with the Crew, or Kai Kamara return for a third stint with the Crew?" And
you said
Kai by a factor of 1 billion.
Oh, no, that's the wrong
by
choice.
a
That's the
billion.
worst answer.
By 1 billion.
That's just because you're personally.
I mean, he's going to be available in about 2
Hateful.
months. So
The guy,
wait
I'm
and see.
personally hateful.
Yeah, when it's like
that has nothing to do with
when
soccering ability.
Colorado Rapids.
Kai still scores goals. Justin Merrim does not. He does not.
Kai has like 1 year left on his life.
2018, Justin Merrim,
His
1
career.
goal, 1 assist.
How many goals does Kai Kamara have?
Like 6 right now.
Doesn't
in
he
real
play
life.
for Colorado, though?
Yeah.
Are those Colorado's only 6 goals?
It might be.
Yeah, his
I'll take him.
statistics are 6 goals, some number of assists, and already one petty fight on the internet with
That's
a
right.
Kansas City journalist.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, in real life, Kai
I don't
Kamara,
want that
he's
shit.
a cancer, and he's cancerous, and he ruins locker rooms, and that's just he scores goals and he ruins opportunities for himself. I'll take that. I mean, we're due for a good ruining, I believe is what they say on the street straps. All this to say, now the studio audience knows.
And knowing is half the battle.
Say what again?
He's absolutely right.
Say what? One
They
more
got a park
goddamn
here.
time.
We got parking lot wars going on outside right now.
God forbid they park at Goodwill.
That's right. Back to you, Ralph.
Isn't that cool? Because I'm always working hard to get you
Oh, I think they heard us talking about the
Fantastic.
Take a breath.
Fantastic.
Take a breath.
Take a breath. Man balls of the week. Combination of man of the match and game balls, which I remind you as always, Drabs, is a term that's exactly the right length, and that's why we use it. We go to you first. Your 2 man balls of the week, my friend.
So, the easy approach this week would be to give them to offensive players. And I'm not going to criticize any of you casual fuckboys at the table to do it, but my 2 man balls
Who are you
going-
talking to, Debbie?
You two. Yeah. I'm going to give my man balls to Mensa and Saro. They shut one of the most talented forwards in the league completely down.
Preach it.
And they shut him up, which is even more impressive as
Yeah.
a feat. This was probably this game and then the game on Saturday are going to be the 2 biggest challenges I think they have this season. And they handled this one masterfully.
They really did. Yeah. There were those chances that Zohan.
He's always going to get a couple. You can't completely stop
You
it.
give that guy an inch, and he's going to take it, man. And
Yeah,
he had
the
that one
one
off the bar.
Yeah, and the one good header he had that Zach stopped.
Zach was like, "Nah, bitch."
Yeah, so basically he got two good chances, and neither of them went in, and that's all you can ask for,
That's
realistically.
Right. Sean Satar, your 2 man balls of the week, my friend.
I'm going to give one of my man balls to Sorrow. I think he did a majority of the work. Mensa's doing well, but I think it seemed to be Sorrow who was taking Zlatan on more so.
It seemed like he was almost following him.
Yeah, I'm sure that... I wouldn't be surprised if that was his directive. And I thought he did a great job. And my second man ball will go to Freddie Ballkicker.
Freddie Ballkicker.
He deserves it.
He deserves it, all those balls. 62 assists, club record. My first man ball in the same vein, as they say in the streets, goes to Robert Varzija. He had his record broken by a player that he brought onto the team. And that's crazy.
Isn't that's something I was thinking about last night when I saw that quick little thing that Circuit posted.
You played yourself.
Was how little credit he gets for signing Federico Higuain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure McCullers and Bliss had something to do with it too.
Sure.
but-
Yeah, right. But coach ultimately, I would think, gets the final say, right? He's the one that's deciding the lineups and the tactics and that kind of stuff. And if a guy doesn't fit, he doesn't fit. But
I loved his little thing that he texted to Cirque. He's like, first of all, his own accent comes through via text message, which I find to be incredibly endearing.
You text with an accent. How is that even possible?
I know, I love it. And then he's like, it's very clear. He's and then it was some small roasting or whatever. And then he texted him back and he's like, just so you know, that was a joke. I was just kidding. I was like, yeah, no, we know.
And also then he said, and by the way, he's not done yet. And then Higuain scored a goal right after.
Right. That's funny. My second man ball goes to Andres Mendoza, being possibly the greatest player in franchise history. And that's it for segment 1. Did you have a good time, Drives? How much of your chicken sandwich did you eat?
Like 3 bites. I've been killing them fries, though.
murdering the fries on segment 1. If you've enjoyed the fry murdering here on the first segment of the 118th episode, I've got some good news for you. We're coming back on segment 2. Maybe there's a person here, maybe there's not. You are listening to the trash pit known as ACES Radio.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Now we blasting off into the ozone. The way we kick it in the dojo is local for show. Though we paving the road that's opposed to the dojo. Going over your head like a top hat. Stop that. I know you hear me spitting these hot raps. Now watch that beat, cause it's about to drop. The Rockets is the 09 jump off. Yeah, your last name Pan, first name Peter. I know you see me playing and you want me to teach you, but I say elevated so that all God's creatures can hear me shout it out like my name is Aretha. Getting R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Fly by, see the looks on your faces. Cause I'm in full E-F-F-E-C-T. Jet setting on a daily basis. David F. Man, you don't stop. David, you won't stop. We came to rock it till the city takes off. Mr. Captain, yeah, I'm an ace pilot. Yeah, I wanna spin my wings and fly. To all the people in coach, and to my first class folks, we'll show you how to scrape the sky. As the curvature of the earth takes shape, fly fast forward like a videotape and no cape. Just follow my jet stream, proud in the clouds on the boom in your precinct. I'll have no trampoline, black box in the pocket of my jet jeans. Shine with the stars so bright, even NYC sees me. Get that?
Oh, yeah, baby. Ignorant slugs, shitlords, celebrity fans, and all you fools listening on your iPhones, welcome back. It is episode 118 of the Failing Aces Radio. My name is Carol Seaver. You're joining us live here on Periscope or via the podcast app on segment 2, which, as you know, Drabs, is the segment where we have guests.
It's definitely a thing that just happened.
How much of that chicken sandwich have you eaten in between 1 and 2?
I can't believe he's still eating it.
It's really taken a long time.
I can't believe we're still in segment 1 on this.
Not even a large sandwich,
no,
Darby.
You can see that.
Well, I mean, we're going to have a really long and involved segment 2 with a long interview.
That
so
thing down. Let's go.
Unfortunately for you, Darby, we don't have time for this. We have to go now. Big shout out to our guest on segment 2 this week.
Chicken sandwich.
Chicken sandwich. I can't believe you've done this. If you've got some chicken sandwiches, come back. Join us on segment 3. We're reading your hot takes. We're predicting Cruisers FC versus the Football Crafts and more. My friends, my mapaches, you're listening to the trash pit known as ACES Radio.
Hot, sicker than your average. Down like goose and I'm fly like Maverick. With a savage attack in a mouth like a mash spitting fuego. Homie, it ain't tricking if it's magic illusions. Indubitably juvenile. My crew can do it and we do it well. Rock around the clock all across the nation. Got a lot of sky miles and a reputation of making earthquakes every time we land. Cause stopping in an option or a part of the plan. Fools get to filming while I'm running on jet fuel. Now pay close attention cause I'm ready to let you know what I'm all about, child. I got that style that you come to love. And I'ma stay fly till the day I die. Spitting fresh to death from above. Get it? David F. Man, you don't stop. David, you don't stop. We came to rock it till the city takes off. Mr. Captain, yeah, I'm an ace pilot. Yeah, I wanna spin my wings and fly. To all the people in coach, and to my first class folks, we'll show you how to scrape the sky.
Yeah, baby! Ignorant slut, shitlord, celebrity fans, all you fucking fools dancing outside of our window. Welcome back. It's segment 3 here on episode 118. Shout out to our guest on segment 2, Chicken Sandwich.
Who is now gone.
Who had to leave down Drabs' gullet. You really have done a good job. I mock you, but you destroyed the fries. Was there a pickle there?
No, there's no pickle.
No pickle. All right.
And I'm really constrained by the lack of ketchup on the fries more than
A comically small amount of ketchup for all those fries.
You can eat them without the ketchup. You know that, right?
But why?
But why would
Because
you?
like good fries don't need ketchup.
That's a lie, and you're a liar for saying that.
I mean, these are average fries.
Oh, well, then I understand.
Yeah.
John, what if I told you there was a cure for the scourge that is not having enough ketchup for your fries?
Is it going back out and asking for a second thing of ketchup?
Oh, good idea. I'll be back.
It absolutely is.
You left once.
Make your dreams come true.
And now, an ACES Radio exclusive. The battle for the grand prize. Hot takes from the massive.
You're not gonna stop there. We got the grand prize.
Hot takes from Twitter.
He's heating up.
Hot takes
He's on fire.
from you.
Yes, you can!
No, you can't, Walter. Walter, you're a puppet and you're dead, and we don't bring you to the show anymore because this is Aces Radio Light. It's season 4, motherfucker. That's right.
Did you even bring the big Tupperware bin with all that shit in?
Well, the Tupperware bin is here, but I left
Why do you do that?
almost all of the shit now is just on the floor in my garage.
But why do you even bring the
why do you bring
Tupperware
it in?
bin?
Because it has like the monitor
Does the
and
monitor and stuff in there?
Sportsman farm painting, all of our dry erase boards, all of our penises. It doesn't have any.
No, I've been keeping mine with me.
Take it easy, Glenn Tennis. Before we move to the subreddit known as a Massive Lads, I wonder if I could go ahead and read the overall standings. According to Alex Thomas, it is the only reason why people tune in.
You pose it like a question, but I know it's not.
Do you mind, lads?
You've
never said no.
Actually, John, let's
I
do
mind
something
as well,
different.
Darby.
Let's mix it up this week.
It's a shame because no one has time for you. In first place, Columbus Crew Eagle with 7 points, followed in second a tie between Bonesy 10 and Angry Drabs, both with 4 points. The 3-pointers are AGS Attack, Basketball Emoji, Club Porter, Your Gavin is Showing, and Degenerate Kneebone. The 2-pointers with 9 points each. I'm sorry, the 9th-place boys with 2 points each are Gary the Winged Lion, Robert Shaft, Aces Archive, Setting the Table, Mike Hudson sucks, he certainly does, Downtown Falcon, and Tim Bezbachenko. The 1-pointers, all tied for 16th place, are Morgan's Fun Van for Your Kids, Morgan's Anal Leakage, Arby's Official, Massive 14, Darling Thief, what a good lad he is, Hired Ballerina, not spelled how you think it is, Smack Jack Off, Columbus Lad, Lamborghini, Morgan's Pocket Recorder, and Nord Decker. Bringing up the rear this week, Greg, and getting the bulk in 27th place with negative 1 point Bob O'Shaughnessy. Bob O'Shaughnessy. We move now to the Massive Lads, where I remind you these hot takes are organized automatically by their level of fiery fucking hotness. Today's topmost of the popmost comes to us from none other than Setting the Table. Last year's winner, 2 years ago winner, I don't remember, but he won with 5 points. Quote, I wasn't feeling so good last night, and in the middle of the night, I had this weird dream where Morgan was in a jockey outfit, but instead of a horse, he was sitting on a slow cooker for some reason. Hashtag probably riding croc. End quote.
Fatality.
Drabs, your thoughts?
My God, Aces Radio meets dad jokes.
Yeah, that's what that was. Oh, actually, we got 2 packages in the mail.
When you say we, were they addressed to all 3 of us?
The first one is from Amazon Fulfillment Services in Lexington, Kentucky.
Okay.
And it's addressed to Aces Radio, care of Endeavor Brewing Company.
You already opened that one?
I did not.
The side is ripped.
No, it's not open.
I mean, this is the kind of shit that delivers.
Are we opening these now? We're not going to do hot takes?
We're doing hot takes. We're in the middle of hot takes.
But why are you opening that?
Because I
'Cause he
want
wants
to,
to
and I
know what
want to
he's
get
got.
it.
But I
over
don't
with.
want to sit through hot takes if I don't have anything to look forward to.
Somebody sprung for the Amazon gift wrapping.
All right,
this.
that's fair. You want to do it after the hot takes? Is that what you're saying?
I think so.
Okay. Also, we have a hot take that came in to us on
Beta
on
Twitter.
Twitter
Yeah.
DM, yeah.
The anonymous person.
We don't accept those.
Well, I said we would read it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Do you want to pull that up? Because my phone
Yeah, I
is
can do that.
periscoping right now.
Sure.
I'll go ahead and read the next hot take that comes to us from Columbus Crew Eagle with 4 points. Quote, Marigan. Last night during game, I take Torah future house. Okay, now we're looking, okay. When live together as family, I move in with you and yummy looking dog and baby Columbus Crew Eagle. I like hot tub and piano and large gold mirror in bathroom.
Oh, shit.
Fucking Christ. Dude,
Somebody
this
has
is
been in
really
your
creepy.
house.
Columbus Crew Eagle like looking at eagle in mirror. Still see Pam's shoes all over. Pam is worst. Pam in way of Eagle family, please. Please, Marigan. Please say bye, Pam. More golden mirrors. Less Pam. Marigan. Please. End quote. Sean, to try your thoughts.
You do
This
have
is getting...
You do have a big gold mirror in your bathroom.
Yeah, this is getting real
The hot
creepy.
take is coming from inside the house.
What if it's a really elaborate plan by Pam to get you to dump her?
It's called divorce at this point. And I'm
that's
willing
true.
to give it a shot. So do you have that hot take pulled up?
Yeah.
Go ahead and read it.
Okay. Anonymously submitted Aces Radio hot take. Good morning, gentlemen. Interested to see if there's a final word from Pro or MLS on the uncle incident on Saturday. But the thought I had was this. As MGM develops the extent to which one can wager on MLS, partnership announced this season, apparently. I didn't know that. Did they announce that?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, because sports betting is like fucking legal
becoming a
everywhere
thing
in
now,
America.
right?
So
It's the new hot shit.
Especially prop bets, i.e. first goal, etc. And MLS begins promoting said betting options. An incident like Saturday's will at worst be bad for MLS/MGM business, and at best, pressure Pro and MLS to answer directly to the consumer sooner, faster, and more thoroughly than they already do.
Oh, you say end quote when you're done?
End quote. I didn't say beginning
What?
quote.
What?
Start quote.
No.
Do you mean to do it again?
You just say quote.
Quote.
And then end quote.
Quote.
You've done really well.
End game.
No, don't say end game.
Oh.
We don't want that. Drabs, your thoughts. This is
this is a serious hot take, which
Yeah.
we have no
It's a
idea how to
hotake.
deal with. Because
since episode 2, I believe, there hasn't been a serious one, which is
Well, I don't
probably
know,
why they
even then,
submitted it on Twitter.
Like, a hotake is kind of a no shit hot take, right? Like, this is sort of a
Yeah, that's
hot
fair.
take, but a serious hot take.
Right. Something thoughtful.
And it's an interesting concept.
It really is.
Because, yeah, if betting and huge amounts of money start getting involved, and presumably MLS is going to get some sort of cut of shit, people are going to complain if, like, they want to fucking bet on Pedro scores the first goal in a game, and some egotistical shitbag ref turns it over because he lerped his way through the play and fucked everything up.
Yeah.
I mean, I could definitely see that being
And
a
also,
thing.
you know, it like he said, at worst you have these questions of, are these guys in on it?
Mm-hmm. Right. That's the
there's
big
a
thing,
lot
right?
more.
Like, fuck the guy who bet on Santos' goal and he got called back or whatever. Like, that could happen any time. Like, he could score and a whistle could blow after the fact and get called back without even VARing.
Yeah.
That's just part of the game. But yeah, I think it's the
Especially with
potential
the
for
obvious
it's the
calls.
potential for corruption. I think that's the most concerning thing.
Absolutely, something I hadn't thought about, and it's a really, really good point. These prop bets, you know, these bets that you're used to seeing maybe in Super Bowls, but if you're a degenerate gambler, like you're gonna, you know, and
or even if you're not, you're just a shitty guy. You give your fucking cousin or somebody a bunch of money to bet on a game that you're refereeing, like, or whatever. Like, how deep are they going to be? Like, you know, how many steps removed from the ref are they going to be keeping an eye on? Right.
And the thing is, if MLS is in bed with them monetarily, then it's like, you know, okay, there are sports books taking prop bets on the Super Bowl, but like, you know, the Patriots and the Rams aren't in on these DraftKings things. The NFL is, but you know, with single entity and the league owning all of the franchises, it gets murky. It gets murky really quickly, especially with the call like we saw in DC United, at DC United, where it was so very clearly a play on that's a good goal, and to overturn it, you're like, all right, then I guess these questions are coming up more and more, especially people listen to ACES Radio. If they can put 2 and 2 together, Jesus Christ. We got problems.
Mr. Poopy
Thank you to an
Pants.
anonymous Twitter user. You're a love you. No, that was not a joke. It was. I'll edit this out. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I definitely.
You absolutely have to.
Sorry.
Don't forget, Morgan.
Don't forget.
If you're listening to this podcast right now as you're editing, remember to go
Is
back
this some
and
Bill and
edit
Ted's
out.
Excellent Adventure bullshit? We got to remember to go back and leave the keys for Dad. And it's in my back pocket. Moving on from user Ace's archive with 1 point, quote, last Saturday, the most anticipated 2 minutes of the year took place, and no, I'm not talking about my meeting with Josephie's mom. That's only a minute and a half and happens weekly. I'm referring to the Kentucky Derby. Seeing the sloppy, fucked up mess that it was reminded me of ACES Radio. So fasten your jockey straps and hold on to your butts, because here are your ACES-inspired horses. Mayor McChaz. This full-grown horse still has colt feet. It missed the last race due to travel issues, so its owner just posted YouTube videos of it performing basketball trick shots in the stable. Fuck you. Gregulator 614. This horse performs well most of the year, but has one race that it particularly despises. Instead of a jockey, he is led by a rabies-infested raccoon. Wet Boy. This horse rarely races and comes out of the gate late when it does show. It's okay, though, because its replacements are usually better. Dirty Slut. This horse pretty much sucks at everything, which is why it rarely shows its face. Has trouble keeping jockeys as they often injure themselves tripping over her horse shoes she leaves lying around the stall. Probably the same reason she can't find a permanent mate. AGS attack. Always last. Period. Rest stop hottie. This horse is basically just used for breeding purposes, and boy, is it good. Internationally known, this silver stallion is the only one that actually takes shit seriously and has a legitimate chance of amounting to something. Oh yes, and it has an enormous cock. Hashtag Throwback Wednesday. End quote. Drabs, your thoughts. You were the only one not roasted in that.
I know. I appreciate the throwbacks that go back at least 2 years.
Damn it. I don't. John, your thoughts?
I like that one of the only jokes that has sustained itself from episode 2 to now is Yosef's poor mom.
Moving on from user Ron T with 1 point, quote, cue Pokemon music. You are now listening to an altogether more fashionable variety of Pokemon podcasts broadcasting live from the capital city of Kanto. Welcome to PokeGo Radio. I've got the new rare candies with the Piplup flavored sauce. I've got no Pokeballs whatsoever. Hashtag probably writing Diglit.
Johnson really enjoying this.
Ash, you ignorant slut. Hold on to your hashtag butts. Now, here are your hosts, Janyasi Zidardas. Oh yeah, baby, you are tuned in to the greatest, lamest, and possibly first episode of PokeGo Radio. On today's program, Gen 2 is just missing regionals? Gen 3 is missing regionals, 4 evolutions, and 2 unreleased. Gen 4 is missing plenty, plus not...
They're just copying my
all
tweets.
Of this group is available yet. My Pokédex, as it stands today. Kanto, 151 out of 151. John 2, 98 out of 100. Hoenn, 125 out of 135. Sinnoh, 48 out of 107. And there's a star next to it. And I finally got my precious little brawny bug boy. And there's a rhino emoji. And all Lord Arceus.
What? I don't even know what that one is.
Arceus? People say, gotta catch 'em all. End quote. What?
Was that good, John?
No,
was that,
well, it literally was just my tweets.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, at least most of it, yeah.
Damn.
Alert. Darby Schnarfus has entered the game.
Okay, fantastic. That's great. Moving on from user Downtown Falcon with 1 point, quote, Morgan, have you pooped out Eagle's egg yet? Does your bum need nurturing? Hit your boy up, because I'll baby that bird birthing hole of yours by patching that pothole with a thick dollop of cream cheese.
What was that hot take from Alex?
Jesus Christ. Hashtag butt. Hashtag waffle. Hashtag butt waffle.
He approaches the baby gangster.
Who was that from again?
Downtown Falcon.
God damn.
Drabs, your thoughts.
Oh. There's much competition for your butt these days.
Your ass is in
There
high demand.
are a series. So there's a response from Columbus Crew Eagle.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Quote, egg very easy come out. Only 8 inches diameter.
Oh, my God.
Margin butt ready for exit soon.
No. I'm getting fucking nervous, dude. Dude, okay, on Tuesday we were about to...
8 inches in diameter.
That's
that
a
means
lot.
16 inches radius.
That's a lot.
Holy fuck. Are you doing your... Yeah.
No.
Oh, wait. No, that's right.
The radius
Never mind.
is
I'm bad at
is
math.
half.
Yeah, never mind.
We're getting ready to kick off the Save the Crew Rec League game on Tuesday, and Sarah Hall comes up to me and she's like, Morgan, no notice eagle. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? No notice eagle. You crazy, dirty slut. Moving on from user AGS Attack with 1 point, quote, if last night wasn't a porter party, I don't know what is. The sooner the entire stadium chants the chorus, the sooner we are unbeatable. And then there's a hyperlink to that song that we played for the intro. So to you, sir, I say the following.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Moving on from user Tim Bezbachenko with 1 point, quote, hey guys, it's only because of your continued support did we get off that losing streak. That and some goals. Listen to the show last week. Is it true someone in a giant eagle costume came and visited the show? We want to get in touch with the eagle so we can have him hit a halftime soccer game later in the year. Can you help? Still no banners. What gives? Go Crew. Signed, Tim Bezbachenko.
No, God!
Drobby Screenface, your thoughts?
No, God, please, no! No!
Yeah. Oh, incident related to the banners. There was somebody on Reddit today who, I think it was the post-game chat.
Yeah.
It was like, what happened to all the banners?
Yeah. Well, the wind destroyed most of them, and I'm tired of fucking things that I make getting destroyed.
Right. So like, is this an okay forum to say if you would like to see more banners up there, you make them.
Totally.
Like, and hang them up.
Yeah.
That can be a thing. This is a community of fans.
Yeah.
It's not nor it should be on one person to do that. So if you would like to see more banners and more like persona in the Nordeck or elsewhere,
yeah,
be the dream, yo.
Yeah. Be the change that you want to see in the Nordeck, is what they say.
Let me smash.
Moving on from user Kleb Porter with 1 point, quote, Kleb after DC. All right, guys, I'm done with this nice guy shit, K. The fucking ref couldn't fucking see his own dick and smacked the DC lad with it and blamed it on Will's massive dick instead. We get no respect. Ronnie Dangerfield taught me that in 1987. He said, Kleb, you and Columbus get no respect, which I thought was weird since I'd never been to Columbus then. Kleb after LA. All right, guys, I love the world. The game is beautiful. I've been seduced by it like Zidar to a baby Pokemon with a Sherlock Holmes hat on it.
I don't know what that's about. I don't know the Sherlock Holmes thing.
Isn't that what Pikachu is
the
wearing?
detective movie, Pikachu movie? Yeah, okay.
Life is beautiful, okay? End quote.
John Zidar has
Sean
coughed
Sitar,
into the
your thoughts?
microphone.
I am going to go see that movie.
Are you?
Yeah.
It's Ryan Reynolds, right?
Yeah. It should be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Moving on from user basketball emoji with 1 point, quote, so hashtag Drarbs thinks he knows my identity. He's a real Columbo cruiser, isn't he? Well, Margan, go ahead and take 15 points away from Messulis Schnarfus because he's wrong. Matter of fact, I'd be surprised if any of you could determine it, even with the hints throughout this shitpost. Go ahead and guess. I'll fess up if someone gets it right. Hashtag who is basketball emoji? Hashtag Margan is the Eggman. Hashtag Dublin is home. End quote.
It was nothing like that.
So there are a bunch of capitalized letters in there.
letters.
Have you figured it out yet?
Dublin is home is a Nate Beckman thing.
Right, and also the first four spell out Nate.
All right, Nate. Good on you. We understand.
That's pretty dang cool.
Moving on from user The Hipster6 with 1 point, quote, saw you guys posting screenshots this week. Go ahead and take your victory laps. Austin FC is going to come skull fuck the crew in 2021. End quote.
Smoke weed every day.
John? Is that true?
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Drabs. Screenshots?
Screenshots of what?
Yeah, there's a Twitter conversation. We were just memorializing all of the really terrible takes from Austin. Everybody saying, how done it was in Columbus, and it was a foregone conclusion. And
I have it on good authority, 100%.
Right, and even one of them was like, even if Columbus gets to, even if they don't come to Austin, the crew's going to move to another city.
Oh,
and like,
my God.
So this is a Reddit account that is not very old.
And they suck.
If they post anything else, so
You
it's
get
probably a stupid burner
nothing.
account. It might
You
be.
lose.
It could be
Good
somebody being
day,
funny,
sir.
or it could be one of those fucking dude bros.
Moving on from user Mike Hudson sucks. He
Oh, we
certainly
think it
does.
might be serious? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, it could be. Remember they used to listen to the podcast all the time, so they know we do hot takes. So
Yeah, one of the bots.
I don't know. I never interacted with them really.
One of the bots thought that they were really, really exposing me when they would it would tweet 5 times an hour like Morgan Hughes has an acorn penis. It's like, okay, it's fine. I said it about myself, so I'm not that upset about this. From Mike Hudson Sex with 1 point, quote, Brad Friedel is dead and you killed him. Hashtag sluts. Hashtag butts. Hashtag definitely not butts. I'm a sluts man. End quote.
Jane, you ignorant slut.
Drabs, your thoughts. Brad Friedel has been fired by the New England Revolution as of sometime this afternoon.
yeah, fuck that guy. The important thing here, Mike Hudson today shared with me one of his alternate. Is your thing about to die?
My thing just started.
All of our microphones are falling off. He shared with me one of his alternate accounts. He's definitely a slut, man. I've seen the subreddits he posts in with his alt account.
Oh, no.
He's definitely a slut, man.
Oh no, he told you his alt usernames? Why would you do that?
I don't know. It wasn't good.
Also, who has alt usernames? Do people really do that?
I mean, other than everybody who ever posts in this thread.
I have 2 usernames, my normal one and Federico Higuain.
I just have one.
I got banned
I
from
don't have
Reddit.
time to make multiples.
Yeah.
You got banned from what?
I got banned from the MLS subreddit.
As Federico Higuain?
Yeah.
Why?
I made it, and like somebody said something about him when we signed him, or no, it was soon after that or something, and I was like, yes, very much, I love Easton Town Centre, I move here for Teddy Bear Building or whatever, and they were like, you've been banned, you cannot imitate MLS players. I'm like, all right, shitlords. Hashtag meme Monday.
Yeah.
Moving
The
the fuck
you can
on.
make your own subreddit unreadable for 3 days out of the week, you should
That's right.
absolutely do that.
From user Angry Drabs with 0 points, quote, finally, goals! Goals! Hashtag fuck yeah! Hashtag still angry about other stuff. Hashtag someone buy Morgan a waffle maker to celebrate. Hashtag hashtags are hard to read in all caps, end quote.
You son of a bitch.
Drabs, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I am still mad about things. Finally, goals.
Okay.
and they totally got you with the hashtags are hard to read in
Yeah.
all caps, because they are. You've got to capitalize your hashtags properly.
There's a Nordic leadership meeting happening right now, and John and I aren't in it. And Robbie Rovic keeps coming up to the window. I think he wants us to go in there, but I'm not going to do it.
Keeps coming up to the window behind, like over here?
Yeah.
He keeps
And
licking
doing
the
something?
window
Or
right
just
behind you.
No.
Looking at it.
Like
He's
he
just
humps the window like he's
No,
having
that's
sex
a
with the
Drabs.
back of your head.
Drabs is lying.
Yeah.
Shitlord. No,
Jeremy, he's all the way over there. He'd look ridiculous.
I'm pretending not to see him because I don't want to go into that meeting.
Wait, like how many times has he come up?
Like twice. It's scary, John. I'm scared. Help me.
Jeremy's making direct eye contact.
Yeah, I'm going to try and catch their eyes and be like,
No, the door's locked. Sorry, Robbie. Moving on from user moving the fuck on with 0 points. Quote, hi, kids. Our terrible referees leaving a steaming Gary all over your hopes and dreams is the highlight of your week, a 17-hour-long trash pocket hosted by an illiterate girl and her amateur artist friend. Do you miss your horse? Well, spend a week at the new Caleb Porter Coaching Academy. At the CPCA, you will learn the essentials from Caleb Porter's winning philosophies such as standing intensely, squinting really hard, avoiding substitutions, YDZ, what the fuck? Owning Zlatan, hoarding defensive midfielder, secretly murdering a Portuguese winger and replacing him with an identical but useful soccer player, the tire, and what to do with it. Super not-so-secret leadership meetings. Still not knowing Spanish after coaching soccer for 20 fucking years. After just 1 week, you'll be fluent in Porterism, such as, I thought we outplayed them. We deserved a result today, and his latest comment on Ted Uncle, shut that cunt's mouth or I'll come over there and fuck start her head. Join the CPCA today. End quote.
Yeah, poops.
John Zidar, your thoughts? That was aggressive.
I mean, the end was a little terrifying. Yeah. I'm not a fan of hot takes that are just basically lists.
Didn't see that last one coming. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the room, Joe Rogers. Joe Rogers, who continues to do everything and anyone to save the crew, even though
they've already been saved.
We keep telling her she can stop doing everyone.
Get dressed, Joe.
She's not there.
They're staying.
She's not there yet.
Put those pants back on is what I say to her, John. Moving on from user Ohio Quarter Horse Association with 0 points. Quote, Darby were disgusted by your actions last night in the parking lot at Mafre Stadium. Unfortunately, one of our events timed up with one of those sports games. Many of our members complained about you ambling trailer to trailer, rubbing a thick white liquid on the snouts of the horses. We know what that was, and it wasn't dust. Signed, the Ohio Quarter Horse Association, end quote. Drolby Screenface, your thoughts?
Anybody figure out why there were horse trailers yet goddamn again
I don't
at the
know.
stadium?
There were people like doing horse things.
That's what I heard.
On my way in, there were like 18 go-kart, or what do they call it?
Yeah, a
Golf
lot of golf
carts
carts
going over there.
But it's not the Quarter Horse Congress. It wasn't that fucking
Well,
cow thing
stuff
from earlier in
happens
the
all
year.
the time there.
It's not the state fair. Like, I just don't feel like in years past there were this consistently as many animals in the parking lot.
I believe I quote John
I don't
Zidar
remember
when I say,
noticing them or like them.
I saw a bunch of
impacting
horse
me.
stuff everywhere, is what you said.
Just now.
Yeah,
Is that
I
what
mean,
you
it just
said?
get,
I saw a bunch of horse stuff
basically
everywhere.
it gave Mike Kuhn a good place to take a piss.
Oh my
that
fucking
was,
God.
Yeah.
Fatality.
Moving on from user Weekend Stepdad with -1 points. Quote, there's only one thing I love more than the crew, and that's waffles. Waking up early on a Saturday to mix up some creamy batter and hear the sizzle of my 10 waffle makers. So good. I love making my wife's kids waffles, and they love me for it. Except for Gavin. That little punk is going to respect me, or I'll put his face on a hot waffle iron. Anywho, I had a blast at the game on Wednesday. I nearly choked on my bratwurst when Zardes scored. Then again, when we got 2 more, Gavin was on his phone the whole time. The little shit. His piece of shit father let me take him since I already had the tickets. Gee, thanks a lot, Marv, for letting me take my stepson to a soccer game. Anywho, I think we should talk to the front office about getting waffles in the concession stand. Nothing goes better with soccer like brats, beer, and waffles. P.S. Keep sending me waffle makers. My wife's kids and I want to beat the world record for most waffle makers in one family. Gavin doesn't think we can do it, but if he fucks with my world record, I'm going to set that giant box of porn under his bed on fire while he sleeps above it. Hashtag anywho, hashtag waffle me, hashtag bratlust, hashtag weekend butt, hashtag, hashtag when my wife's kids are gone, she's a weeknight slut, hashtag waffle, hashtag tums only, hashtag tongues only, hashtag why is Gavin such a little piece of shit, hashtag
a lot of hashtags.
His dad is a piece of shit too, hashtag no wonder she left him. Hashtag hope my wife doesn't find out I'm pregnant. Hashtag shouldn't have gone home from the crew game with that eagle. Hashtag but. Hashtag one of these days I'm going to snap Gavin's neck. End quote. John.
Do you have some feelings about Gavin that you want to share? Good God.
Weekend stepdad. First of all, didn't your brother create a Weekend Stepdad Twitter account back in the day?
Yeah, like a couple years ago.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
it was the
like
first
his first interaction with Morgan, wasn't it?
We listened. Yeah, like
it was like the first time he listened.
It was
to
like our
radio
first
ever.
year of doing this, I think, and I played one for him, an episode for him on the drive to. We were going to Gen Con in Indianapolis.
Yeah,
and him and I hung out with Shane.
And God, I hate to see that.
Yeah, Drew made that Twitter account. I think used it that weekend and
then never touched it again. Awesome. Last hot take of the night, lads, comes to us from none other than Degenerate Kneebone with -1 point. Quote, my guys, I heard from producer Ted, I make him listen to this trash pocket for me, that my Would You Rather segment went well. Well, let's up the ante and try out another surefire winner, Tool of the Week. I encourage other ACES radio listeners to reply below with their Tools of the Week. Marrigan, please pick a winner, and we will deliver them the prize of Dribbly Snarfus showing up at your house naked in a vat of ookie cookie batter collected from last year's Quarter Horse Congress. My nomination this week goes to Dong Arbor for putting Atlanta United on national television more times this year than Columbus Crew has been on this century. Dong Arbor, you're my Tool of the Week. End quote.
I mean, I'm just glad that things still come out of my penis. It's not coughing dust every time.
Fantastic.
What was that I saw on Twitter yesterday that they've given away our TV spot?
They've given away.
They gave it away.
Oh,
what do you mean?
Gave away our TV spot?
Somebody said one of the journalists tweeted and said that they had announced that Fox was showing the Dallas-Houston game.
Oh, they
instead.
moved it. So they're doing a triple header now, and we got moved to an earlier time slot. So there were going to be 2 Fox games, and now there's going to be 3, and they pushed us into the 6 o'clock time slot, whereas we would have been 8 o'clock before.
Update your calendars, bitches.
Yeah.
Oh,
so we're still going to be on
game
TV.
forward.
It's just going to be earlier.
That's right.
Oh, that would be nice because it's a Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah.
That'd be nice for everybody who's going down there.
That's right. And with that, lads, it is the last hot take of the night. We go to you first. Dribbly Scranface, your 2 blood points go to the following users, my friend.
God damn it. Not that one. Shit. I have to pay more attention to these things. Actually, first, I'm going to give a blood point to Bob O'Shaughnessy because he bought me a beer at the game yesterday.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe I've done this, and yet I have. And Ace's Archive, congratulations on finding an old horse-related hot take that doesn't involve me having sex with it.
That's such a good point.
It would have been. It had to have been before you were even on the show. It mentioned Greg. Yeah,
I think that's
wow. John Starr,
I'll take it.
your 2 blood points.
I'm giving one to the hawk and one to the eagle.
God, fucking you, Downtown Falcon and Columbus Crew Eagle.
Yeah.
I disagree with that very, very much, John. Very, very much.
I really appreciated the stepdad's desire to murder Gavin, but
yes,
the birds were funny.
I'm going to go with my first blood point goes to Weekend Stepdad for sure, and I want to go with Ron T for the Pokemans because I'm a young.
Oh, that was a Ron T thing.
Yeah,
oh,
I'm a young.
You're a young. That's why you pronounced literally everything in that
that's
hot take
right.
wrong.
Well, I mean, John, I catch so many Pokemons that...
Which one have you caught today?
Oh.
Let me know. Tell me all about it.
Shrang.
Yeah.
Shrang. And that would, let me tell you, it took so long, it was very difficult. So sometimes when I'm preoccupied with Shrang, I forget. Like the little
What
yellow
do you
guy,
forget?
Like names of stuff. Like sometimes that happens.
Oh.
And that, as they say, lads, is another edition of the battle for the grand goddamn prize.
And you already know, so let your head nod throughout the outro. Now as the curtains close and it's time to go, will the beast almost out like a manifesto? So let's make a toast to all the friends and fans.
Very long outro, John.
Evolved since we started the jam into a world full of people who telling you what you can and can't do. Better recognize salty eyes ain't a thing, cause we realize that when we doing what we love, that's the grand prize.
Oh yeah, baby, no you can't, Walter. Walter, we don't bring you to the show anymore. And Greg Benson is a racist. Jesus Christ, take it easy, Glenn Tennis. We have predictions to update 2 games, lads. Cruisers FC taking on DC United in the greater District of Columbia area on Saturday. The guest, a.k.a. Slonimax, said it was going to be a 1-0 Cruisers FC victory. It was a 3-1 loss. The guests get no points, and may God have mercy on their souls. Sean Satar, the wetness, you also said it was going to be a 1-0 victory. No, it was a 1-3 loss. You get 0 points, and may God have mercy on your soul. Drolby Scrinface, you said it was going to be a 1-1 tie. No, it was actually a 1-3 loss. You get no points. May God have mercy on your soul. Morgan Hughes, continuing champion. You said it was going to be a 0-1 loss, and while that was very close to being true, it was actually a 1-3 loss. You get 5 points. May God have mercy on your soul. Last night, Galaxymans coming to Cruisers FC Palace, built by ZZ Boots, Wildman's Leather and Lace. The guest, a.k.a. Uncle Alligator, a.k.a. Solonimax, a.k.a. Von Siegel. You said it was going to be a 1-3 loss. That was very stupid, because it was a 3-1 win. You get negative 15 points, and may God have mercy on your soul. Sean Satar, you said it was going to be a Docicero loss. It was a 3-1 win. 0 points, God mercy on your soul. Drolby Scrinface, you said it was going to be a 1-2 loss. It was very close. You were very close to losing 15 points, my friend. It was a 3-1 win. 0 points, God mercy soul. Morgan Hughes, you said it was going to be Docicero loss. No, it was a win. 3-1, 0 points. God have mercy soul. You in 4th place. Overall standings. The guest, a.k.a. Slonimax, move all the way down 5 points. In 3rd place. Drolby Scrinface himself, the old man, 25 points. In 2nd place. Very far away from 1st place. God, this guy, man, he's too busy catching his Schlamrose. He's a very difficult Pokemon to catch.
Schlamrose.
Yes, 30 points. And in 1st place. The continuing champion. He smells great. He's great with kids when he's not kicking them in the face and the chest and eating their rock-filled cookies in the parking lot. I have many regrets.
It wasn't a good
night.
weekend for you with kids, or a weeknight for you with kids.
I have many regrets. Morgan Hughes, 45 points. That's fucking right! I kicked her, and I feel very poorly about this. I'm very sorry. Izzy, I kicked you in the chest. You're just a 5-year-old girl, and I'm a 40-year-old man, and I kicked you in the chest. Oh, hold on a second. I kicked you directly in the chest. I regret many things about my life. I didn't catch Sharp Pans today. I chased him down the road, John. Isn't that what you do, Pokemon?
Is that what you were doing when you went for your run? You couldn't make it back?
I chased him down the road, but
so
I
I'm
didn't
too tired to get back.
Too tired. If I had my
scooter...
I
forgot my credit card.
That's right. My credit card is expired, and I can't... moving on. Cruisers FC taking on Los Angeles Football Craft this weekend, lads, on Saturday, 7:30 p.m. kick on Fox Sports Ohio at Cruisers FC Palace. Before we get into our thoughts and predictions, we go now live to Uncle Alligator himself, Alex Thomas, with a weather report in 3, 2, 1.
And now, an ACES radio exclusive.
We want it now!
The Weather Report with Uncle Sportsman himself.
If I wasn't Jamaican,
Alex Thomas.
then why would I wear this hat?
It's gonna rain!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls alike, welcome back to the program for the Weather Report this week. None other than Uncle Alligator himself, Alex Thomas.
Alert. Alex Thomas has entered the game.
Uncle Alligator, how you been, my friend?
Morgan, so good to be here.
Oh, my God, what a treat it is to see you. Are you messing with Darby's mic stand? Because it is fucked.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch the microphone. There it is.
That's perfect.
How you been, man?
Hey, real good, dude. How about
Speaking
you?
of the weather, it just started pouring
deluge.
ass here in Columbus,
What
Ohio.
is this? What is this rig you got going on here?
The thing's broken. It's broken. Yeah,
okay, I got it.
The threading is broken. We'll let Darby deal with that.
This is a disaster waiting to happen.
Hashtag drabs. Cruisers FC this weekend at Mafre Stadium again, as we were yesterday, as of the recording of this show.
This will be our second, our consecutive 3 games in 8 days.
Yeah.
That's a treat.
That is such a treat.
Saturday marks 1/3 of the season.
Wow.
We will have played 8 home games.
Jesus.
So we have 2/3 of the season to go.
Yeah.
9 home games left.
Wow.
Thanks.
Hate to see that.
You actually do hate to see that.
You do. It's one of the things that you actually hate to see.
Yeah.
Well, Wednesday against Los Angeles Galaxy, the most beautiful and perfect weather.
Oh my God, that was gorgeous.
You could ever ask for.
That's wonderful, man. Low humidity.
Yeah.
Warm,
super
comfortable.
Sunshine,
fantastic.
Mini tailgate's dead.
Is it?
Oh yeah, it's dead.
Not good.
They're not on the banks of Stank Lake anymore. They're in the. They're basically an extension of the mega tailgate at this point. You hate to see that.
As we all knew it would happen.
Pretty much.
You can't sustain with some week a performance like that.
Nah.
You'd be better off joining the group.
You get cut, you get fired, you get relegated back to the parking
just
lot.
Laughed at.
Absolutely. Saturday, we're taking on the Los Angeles Football Craft, 7:30 p.m. kick. What are we looking at weather-wise?
Well, Saturday's going to be significantly cooler than Wednesday was. So it's not horrible, but it'll definitely be like hoodie weather. We're looking at like high 50s when the game starts, and then dips into the mid 50s as the game ends. And
really? Yeah. That's pants weather.
It is pants weather.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
I hate
for
that.
those of us who don't like wearing pants.
I don't like things touching my legs.
Yeah.
Pants, anything that begins with P.
Anything, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think the way it looks now, we're going to avoid the rain, but it wouldn't surprise me if rain moved in like pretty quickly after the game ended. So we'll be dry. It won't be like super windy or whatever. So it should be nice tailgate weather.
So like mid 50s.
Yeah.
Maybe rain towards the end.
Be cloudy.
Not bad.
The wind's coming out of the northeast, so it's going to blow the smack.
Yeah.
From the Nordeca.
Yeah.
Towards Dr. Pete in the owner's booth.
Smack.
Yeah. It's
Dude,
great.
There's nothing I hate more than smack. There was so much smack yesterday. 3 goals. It fucking sucks.
There's a lot of smack.
Yellow smock, and it's like that sulfur smell, and I
don't even know where to find the capos when that happens.
I look to the capos to tell me how to feel, and when the smack goes off after we scored a goal, I think,
I just kind of wing
good?
it. Well, it's a nervous time.
Should I be crying? Should I be sad? Am I happy?
Well, but then once the smoke clears and the sign's getting held up,
yeah,
I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to be back. Yeah. Hey, I don't think we have a guest tonight. Why don't you make a score prediction just in case we need it?
Oh, shit. Well, firstly, I would like to apologize to the future guests, to the previous guests, because I tripped on my own dick and predicted 3-1 Galaxy.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
Man, that was real bad.
That was bad. Hate to see that.
I'm going to blame Darby for that, though.
That's fair.
He knows why.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, who we play? LAFC again?
Football Craft, yeah.
LA. I'm going to say 2-0 Crew.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that? 2-0?
2-0.
I'm sorry.
Crew.
I was playing drops. Awesome. 2-0 Crew. So saith Uncle Alligator.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm going to say one more thing, and I'll get out of here because I know the guys are getting.
Oh, that's right.
Because I'm here live.
Yes.
Now, I'm tired of these guys, Pokemans and D20 and tapping Ds and all this stuff or whatever they do. Like
that's exactly what they do.
Yeah, tapping each other's Ds. What I want to do next time, what time we do this?
Of course.
I'm going to make a little game that you and I can play.
Sure.
All right?
Okay. I'm listening.
So it's going to be weather related.
Okay.
There may be some D tapping.
Ooh.
But
count me in, just as friends, though.
Yeah, just as friends.
Yeah.
We could tap Ds, and then I will award you with a man ball.
Oh, fan-fucking-tastic. I can't wait. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up one more time for Uncle Alligator himself, Alex Thomas. Thank you so much for stopping by, my friend.
Thanks for having me, buddy.
Smoke weed every day.
Fantastic. Welcome back. Thanks to Uncle Alligator. Now we know what kind of weather there is going to be on Saturday. It's pants weather, Drabs, as it turns out. I realized that we didn't open these gifts
Tapping D's is not a thing.
I don't think it is.
Also, I don't like how Alex is slowly turning his segment into a whole nother podcast.
I kind of like it because then maybe he will do his own actual podcast and go away.
He's going to invent a game where you tap D's and catch Pokemons.
Yeah, what's that mean? Bring your mobile bee all charged up,
Alex's
Morgan,
new podcast,
I'm here
the
for it.
Double Dick Jack Off.
Yeah.
All right, let's start with you, John. What did we get
What
here?
are we doing? Oh, okay.
So we got an Amazon Prime package.
Actually, Amazon Prime. I don't know what this is.
You're going to have to open
Looks
it up
like there's
and see.
2 items
There's
in there.
a wrapped thing, and then there's whatever this is.
I think they might be socks.
John's opening what looks like a pair of socks.
Yeah.
Oh.
That must be for you.
That's fucking great.
That's a waffle
They're
socks.
waffle socks.
Those are waffle socks.
Oh,
Let's
those
go
look delicious.
ahead and give you
That's
those.
fucking great. Thank you so much.
And then,
Function. We put the fun in function.
okay, this must be the.
Is there a note on that or anything?
No, that's like I think like the whatever receipt.
Unisex socks.
Because mine has a receipt, but it also has
Well,
a
they
note.
weren't sure if you were a boy or a girl, so they sent those.
What's this? Now the second one, which came wrapped in like a nice bag.
It's exact hand feeding formula for baby birds.
But can you make it into a waffle?
With omega-3 for growth and development.
For baby birds?
Yeah, formulated for companion baby birds.
I hate the listeners of Aces Radio. I hate you all. This is an outrageous turn of events here.
I bet you could
Is
put
it
that
powder?
into a waffle mix.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it is powder.
If we made waffles
I don't wanna
out of the
open
baby
it.
I
bird
think
food,
you should absolutely do that.
all right, I'm willing to try. I have as many waffle makers as it takes. Lovely. Well, thank you.
This product is formulated for use with baby parrots, including parakeets, lovebirds, cockatiels, conures, cockatoos, macaws, amazons, African greys, and other
I don't hear eagle.
Stitines and baby passerines. Oh.
Hey, John, what do you got there? I just flew
hello,
by and
Eagle.
I smelled something great. What do you got there, John?
Just a little gift for you. Let me hand that right over to you. There you go.
Thank you. I'll grab it with my bird arms. Oh, that's great. Oh, exact hand feeding formula. I love being fed by hands. Wow, I'm an eagle. I'm a bird. I was once a baby bird, John. Gotta go. See you later.
Bye.
Eagle.
Thanks for
Goodbye.
stopping by.
Oh, what a fucking treat. Columbus Crew Eagle. Columbus Eagle's Eagle, rather.
Okay,
She's great. Jarbs, the second package. What do we have here?
So this one actually did not come from Amazon Fulfillment. It came from the company Tiny Hands.
Tiny Hands.
Yes. Which seems already appropriate.
Is that
regardless
an offshoot of
context.
Trump Incorporated?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
So this does have a note.
All right.
Morgan,
Great.
I know how much you love waffle makers,
Okay.
but you can't wear a waffle maker around your neck. So this should work.
Oh, my fucking God.
From Salon MX.
Salon
my
MX,
God,
you dirty
Salon
piece of
MX.
shit.
And
Oh,
Oh, my
no.
God.
It's a waffle necklace.
It's a necklace with
You
a waffle as the
motherfucker.
charm.
Salon MX, you dirty bitch, you dirty, dirty bitch. I never asked for this. In fact, I explicitly said that I don't want any more waffle-related things.
No, you said you don't want any more waffle makers.
I don't want any waffle. Well, let me go on the record now and just say, listen up, you dirty bitches. No more waffle stuff. And I
Would
don't
you
want
be-
baby bird stuff either.
Would you be really mad if people kept sending you waffle things?
Yes.
You'd be really upset.
I got to fucking carry it home. It's got to come to my house. It's outrageous, Strabs.
Oh.
Thank you, studio audience. Lovely.
Do it.
All of you people can go fuck yourselves. That's what I have to say, especially you, Solana Max.
But I appreciate the creativity that's happening here.
I don't think it's very creative at all.
Did you happen to get anything at the tailgate, by the way?
No.
Okay.
I got nothing except
Was
a
he
cookie
supposed to?
off the ground. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. There might be some listener out here who was intending to give you something at the tailgate and didn't. So
Great, awesome, wonderful, moving the fuck on. Cruisers FC, Los Angeles Football Craft. Thoughts, Drolby Screenface, we go to you first.
yeah. So we sort of hinted at this before. LAFC are really fucking good. They're like a level above the rest of the league, especially earlier in the season. They have fallen off a little bit lately. In their last 4 games, they are 1-1-2. including tying against Bridgeview at home. And I don't know how the most baller team in the league has that fucking happen to them. And it looked like it was a full-strength roster, too. So it appears they may have chinks in their armor. That being said, they're still a team that before Wednesday, they had scored 3 times as many goals as we have. And after Wednesday, they've still scored 2 times as many goals as we have.
26 goals for, 8 goals against.
Right.
This is the class of MLS.
Right. Yeah. So not only are they scoring, they're not really giving them up either. Even
right.
Other teams should be like throwing everything at them, and it's not working. But we did see something yesterday, and I don't know if yesterday was just an aberration or if maybe they started figuring some shit out. Like John said, maybe guys are starting to realize their jobs aren't secure. But if we see the team that we saw yesterday against the team that we know LAFC can be, it will be an epic fucking game.
It will be a good game.
So it probably means it's going to be an absolute shitburger, boring ass.
Someone's getting
passes
murdered.
The ball around for 90 minutes sort of thing.
One team or another is getting murdered. All right. John Zadar, your thoughts on the upcoming match, my friend?
I think it's interesting. I'm not really sure what to expect going into this, but if, like you said, if both these teams bring their A game, I think it'll be a really exciting game. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't know. I really don't know what to expect. I would assume that we'll see the same starting lineup we usually do, even though we just had a game and they didn't. So I think that's the real edge they're going to have coming into this, is that they're on a full week of rest and we're only on 2 days.
Yeah.
So our typical rotation position has been center back, but
you think you'll see a Com in this game?
I don't know. I mean, maybe.
Yes.
Probably not. I wouldn't say starting, but maybe as a sub. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see why not. I mean, he threw Guzman. How is it pronounced? Guzman? Guzman.
Yep.
Brad Guzan.
David's Guzman.
Okay. I mean, he threw him right in there, so yeah, he's obviously not afraid to get. I mean, these guys are pros, right? So there shouldn't be that much of a
nobody is in off-season form,
right? So there shouldn't be that much of a disconnect there. So yeah, I think that could be a possibility. Sure,
they're professional soccer players.
We haven't had a lot of options off the bench offensively this season either, even though it feels like we should. I mean, Nico's come on and Patrick's come on, but
Luis Argudo a little bit here and there.
Yeah, so it'll be nice to have an actual, theoretically, someone who's a threat.
Yeah. And not sexually. Is that what, you did not mean that?
No, Eduardo Sosa might be.
Why would you even
also
suggest that?
Well, because Eduardo Sosa just got in my DM, so you never know. He's looking to score, John.
He just moved on from one Hughes to another.
That's right. I'll get one of them, he said.
Wait, hold on. You're not a Hughes sister?
In Spanish.
I'll get one of the Hughes sisters.
I thought I saw your
I heard
name.
something about an eagle being able to get at that. So.
I saw a girl's name, and I went for it. Well, yeah, like Drab said, there's a little bit of dip in form for LAFC lately. Lost at Vancouver. That's their first and only loss of the year. They then beat Seattle 4-1, tied Seattle 1-1, and then the aforementioned scoreless draw at home against the Bridgeview Fire.
Yeah.
So they have
that draw is just really baffling.
Yeah.
But gives me some hope.
So they played those 4 games go April 17th, April 21st, April 28th, and May 4th. So it's a compact schedule there. They have not played since last Saturday. So like you said, John, they have an entire week's worth of rest, and we have like 2 days. So this is the class of MLS. They are, there are 3 teams in the West that are averaging more than 2 points a game, and then Seattle Sounders at 1.9. There's nobody in the East averaging over 2 points a game. This is the class of the West, which is the class of Major League Soccer, goal differential of plus 18, undefeated at home. They're 2-1-2 on the road. This is a juggernaut. It's early in the season, but this is an early season juggernaut, and Carlos Vela is playing at a different level than everyone else in the league. So these are the Titans. They're coming through, and the Crew have another opportunity to prove to the North American soccer world that they are not to be trifled with. Let's go around the Latin term for podcast hosts. That is table. panel, whatever it is, and get our score predictions out of the way. Drolby Scrimface, we go to you first.
All right. Well, I made the most dangerous prediction in soccer on Wednesday, and it didn't come back to bite me. I got no points, but I lost no points. I'm going to go for it again, but this time I'm going to skew to the direction of the good guys. I'm going to say Columbus 2, second LA team 1.
All right.
Hashtag I can't believe Chivas USA is good. Hashtag the goals have come inside Josephine's mom.
What a whore. Oh, what a dirty, dirty whore. John Zadar, your prediction, my friend.
I'm feeling pretty positive, so I'm going to go with a 2-1 victory for Columbus against LAF Seaman. I've got a lot of hashtags here today for some reason. So I've got hashtag he took him to the moon and then he took him to Jared. Hashtag I don't even remember what this one is, but I wrote it way earlier. Hashtag dollop of drippings. I think that had to do with the weird
That's the cream cheese
cheese on the butt thing. Yeah. I got hashtag free to Frito, but hashtag languishing with Lapper because apparently Mike Lapper's taking over there.
Oh no.
And then I've got hashtag Eagles versus Hawks. Hashtag Bird Beaks Phil Morgan with Skeet. So a bit of a new age take on an old classic there at the end.
Ew. When are we going to invent an animal that you had sex with, John?
Yeah, can that please be a thing?
Oh shit! I got fucking baby bird food. All right, you need to be roasted too. My score prediction is I'm just going to keep doing this because it's getting me points. Cruisers FC 0.
It didn't get you any points this week.
5 points. We lost to DC. Football Crafts 2. So 2-0 loss. Hashtag Team Sierra Berhalter. Hashtag definitely on the girls. I'm a 3-4 man. Hashtag why would you say we were inside of each other as anything other than friends? Hashtag did I take that too far? Hashtag no, that actually feels nice. Hashtag let's go frisbee golfing as friends. Hashtag par 1 second hole. Hashtag par 1 means your dick. Hashtag second hole means my hot snatch.
See, I was right. He only predicts us to lose 2-0.
Yeah.
That's 3 in a row.
No, I said 3-0 a couple of weeks ago or something. 3-1.
I don't know about that.
I mean, I'm in first place. Bitches suck my ass.
Barely.
As they say on the streets, you suck my ass. Welcome to Endeavor Brewing Company. You drink our beer and
suck Morgan's ass.
Suck Morgan's ass and suck it, and everyone has a fucking great time. And Endeavor's the best trademark symbol because of Drabs. GCG bag. Any volunteer opportunities? Who cares?
There is a Van Buren volunteer opportunity May 19th, I think. I'll try and find Joe D. Rogers on Twitter.
J-O.
Yeah,
D.
J-O.
Rogers with the D as well.
Or you can go to mine. I retweet it.
Yeah.
But we were very short last time.
Yeah, it's, I know, Save the Crew is like sort of a gone thing, and this is a good and important thing to do. So if you have some free time on a Sunday, it's just a couple of hours. It makes you feel good. You get to hang out with cool people. You get to do a really good and important thing. If you can find some free time on Sunday, May 19th, please consider.
If you care about Columbus as much as Crew fans claim to, you should be going to at least one of these every month or so.
Gauntlet, yeah.
Damn.
It's 4 hours of your week.
Yeah.
You don't have to even go every week because we don't do it every week.
That's right.
But just show up to one every couple months. That'd be more than enough.
Soup for the soul, they call it, John. Recharge your mobile bees at Van Bees Shelter.
Yeah, come on down and poke some D's, or what did he say it was called?
I don't know. Dropping
D bombs.
Touching D's.
Touching D's.
Smash D, lads. All right, fantastic. Thanks for everyone for joining us here on episode 118. On behalf of Benevolent Corporate Overlord sponsors Blood Urine Spit Salvia, Foot Golf, Larry Turton, and Dead Rotting Corpse of Kevin Burns, my name is Carol Siever. Thanks for joining us. And all Lord Guillermo's people said...
Soak my D.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.
Please have a party. Feed us drinks. Get us laid.
Dude, don't pretend like you're busy working or something, dude. You know you're in bed. freaking watching PlayStation or something like that.
That's the word on the street.